Yeah, this pig specifically was one of the ones when I stopped in last week after Iowa that hit me really, really good. Um, just because I think he's got just a shot more look and just a shot more exotic parts and pieces compared to maybe what we're used to at times. And, we start digging in just a little bit further on paper. I'd tell you every pig that Jesse just rattled off that this sow has made was very unassuming little in terms of muscle and just bloom and, as far as looking like high dollar show bears. But this one probably does all that with more. He's got more chest, he's got more look, and on top of that, this thing is so good in terms of his proportionality, his balance, his lines. So sharp dressed ahead of his body with a big arm. He's short-bodied. Bone is very good. And, man, just looks like the feeding kind. His skeleton's right. No big question marks here. But, man, he's awesome built. He's awesome looking. He's got the right kind of maturity to make a big one that still looks good. And, again, when they're heavy-boned and they've got really wild parts and pieces in terms of their look up front, that's usually a pretty good combination. And I was excited to see this pig after last week, and I'm glad he still looks good because this one's still a personal favorite.
And I just want to – Boots brought up a funny comment here about how unassuming those pigs were, and they were because they were later maturing. They were pigs that were well off the radar early and certainly fed to their end point and looked great. And this pig, this is still a very immature pig, but just certainly has more bone, way more bone than we've probably seen out of this particular sow, and there's just a lot to like here in these 234s.